Hi, welcome to our first level 1 geometry video. In these videos we're going to take all the rules you've learnt in year 9 and 10 in geometry and extend you to prepare you for the level 1 geometric reasoning external standard. For the first couple of videos we're going to focus on angles on parallel lines, and in this first video we're going to focus on corresponding angles on parallel lines. Right, now corresponding angles on parallel lines are equal. Let me explain and explore and show you what we mean by this. Here is a pair of parallel lines. These lines will stay the same distance apart no matter what I do to them, right? Now we put these little arrows on them to indicate that they're parallel. Right, if we draw a line that crosses through these parallel lines, this line is called a transversal. And in this example, they cross over at points J and K. So let's show you our first pair of corresponding angles. Here they are here in blue. This angle 148 degrees is equal to this angle 148, and they are called corresponding angles. Now the first angle down here is called angle EJB, and that is equal to the second angle, which is called JKD. So these two angles are corresponding and they are equal. Right, let's show you another pair of corresponding angles, which are these two tucked in here. One up here, one down here. This angle up here is called CKJ, which is 32 degrees. And this angle down the bottom is called angle AJE. And these two angles are equal because they are corresponding on parallel lines. There's a third pair we're going to look at, this pair here. This angle and this angle are corresponding and are equal. The first angle is called angle BJK, and that is equal to angle DKF. Now there's one more pair of corresponding angles, and it is this pair over here in blue. And you can see these two angles are equal. And we're going to call this one down here angle AJK, which is equal to angle CKF. And they are corresponding angles. So there's 4 sets of corresponding angles in this one diagram. Now they are often nicknamed F angles. Hopefully you can see for this first pair an F, which helps you identify the corresponding. This is a backwards F. This is like an upside down F. And this is like a backwards and upside down F. Right, let's show you an example on how you'd solve a simple problem in external standard and what you'd write down to solve it. So here's example 1. Determine the size of angle EGH. Now, angle EGH is this angle up here in red. And we can see that it is corresponding with the 108 degrees down here. So we know that angle EGH, or if you prefer to write it angle out the front, angle EGH, is 108 degrees. Now, when you write down an answer in this exam script, you must write down a reason with it, and the reason is that they are corresponding angles on parallel lines. You don't have to say corresponding angles are equal, you just have to identify them as corresponding angles on parallel lines. Now, if you prefer, like me, being a little bit lazy, you are allowed to write it in shortcut form, and one way to write it in shortcut form is this: correspond angles, and we use 2/slanted lines to say parallel lines. All right, there's our first video done. Thanks for watching.